Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you here with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, I'm Kevin Harlan. And our very own Allie LaForce has the sidelines covered for us tonight. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Look at Indiana. Right now they're locked into third place in the conference, looking to get a high seed for the playoffs. And, of course, there's the Nets, 7 games back.
And right now for the Pacers, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Even though some people doubted them, there are just as many people, if not more, who believed in this team from the very beginning. And it's pretty clear right now who was right.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. In the front court, the forwards, Mathurin and Siakam. McConnell and Nembhard at guard. And it's Jackson in at the 5. And for Brooklyn, down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Bones Highland is out there with Thomas. And it's Green in at the small forward. On the wing, Mathurin. Guarded by Green. Siakam misses. Whoa, look out! Look out!
Wow, okay, I see you.
That's a young, creative mind right there. MP doing work.
And one of the many challenges for a small market team like the Pacers, Greg, going up against that luxury tax.
And they've avoided carrying a payroll that would incur the tax. But right when they said they were planning to do just that, the Bucks stunned everyone with the maneuver to secure Pacers center Miles Turner and perhaps let him off the hook.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Nembhard for 3. Hits it from three-point range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Johnson with a screen on McConnell. Highland can't get it to fall. For Indiana, they've gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Here's Siakam. Pass to Nembhard. Clock at 6. Back to Siakam. Thomas with the steal. It's Claxton with the drive. They kick it out to Green. Back to Johnson. Thomas up top. They shoot again. And the layup is up and in.
Muscling it home. Cam finds a way on that offensive end.
And so now a timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. As the weeks fly by in the NBA, RJ, what changes are made at the player level? What are these players looking at, trying to work on, and aiming for?
It's just hard to see. It depends on the individual. For me, you just need to prioritize basketball. Start blocking out any and all noise.
The Pacers making a switch here. Toppin's checked in. Here's Nembhard. Powered down with both hands.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. In the second half of February now, the power rankings have lots of statistical analysis to pull from. You look at Indiana. They ascend up the list to number 3 with some spirited play.
And right now, Brooklyn,
They just haven't looked like themselves of late. Trending down in the rankings, not what they want to see happen.
A shot by McConnell, no good. Brooklyn trailing. Johnson, the pass to MP. Johnson with a screen on Mathurin. Here's MP. Island finds Claxton. 5 on the clock. Driving inside. And Claxton throws it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now, here's MP. Those scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game.
And smooth dish from MP. That's talent and teamwork.
Pacers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Jackson against Claxton. Jackson setting the pick here for Nembhard. Jackson passes to Mathurin. A shot by Nembhard and nobody around. Jackson. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Jackson's got his second basket of the game. McConnell against Highland. Claxton a screen on Nembhard. Thomas passes to Claxton. Rebounded by Jackson. For Indiana, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. McConnell against Highland. Shot from 12. Claxton with the steal. Here's Thomas. And it's Mathurin with the rebound.
Great anticipation defensively. They were keyed in on him and ready to pounce.
You know, Greg, talking about Cam Thomas now, what are some things you'd like to see him improve on?
Well, I'd say defense first and foremost. If he's able to improve there, as well as his passing and playmaking, watch out. He's already an incredible scorer.
And this is important to Mathurin's development. I like seeing his work on improving his ability to make plays.
So for the Nets, Trent comes in for Johnson, and Jones subbed in for Highland. We're going to get a courtside report on Pascal Siakam. Allie, what have you heard there?
Hey guys, I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for the Pacers. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. The training staff has cleared him, and I'm told he wants to play through this. He's a big part of this title-contending team, and he's not willing to let them down. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Allie. We appreciate the update.
Yeah, with the long road ahead, they'll have to take it one step at a time.
Here's Furphy. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Some nice passing here by Indiana. And the three off target.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Trent. Here's Claxton. And he converts the layup.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Powell. Here's Furphy. Drills it from outside.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Jones with it. And it's Toppin picking him up. Claxton the pass to Jones. In the corner, it's MP. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Obi Toppin.
A quiet but confident player. MP is one of those guys that lets his play do the talking most of the time.
Andrew Nembhard's checked in for the Pacers. Here's Furphy. Good defense by Claxton. Thomas against Nembhard. Thomas goes in. That puts them in the lead.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an edge.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. It's the Nets up 1. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Nets.
Oh, boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
We've got Miles Turner. Gary Trent is out there with Tyus Jones. And it's Clowney in at the power forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Toppin throws it down.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Down low, here's Turner, and it's Turner finishing it off.
Hard to stop Turner in close. As soon as he has prime positioning, he is going for the slam.
And RJ, you played 7 seasons in a Nets uniform, the most with any of your teams.
Yeah, it was a great way to start my career consistently in the playoff picture. It was really the most sustained success that the franchise has enjoyed.
Now, here's Trent, following the missed shot by Tyus Jones. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
Here's Murphy over Trent, and it's sent back by Turner.
And I would not test Turner. And Miles has led the NBA in blocks and just has great timing on his jumps.
Now here's Jones. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. That one falls.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. He's ready to talk things through with them. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Looking now at some numbers for Miles Turner.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
Nembhard with it. He's defended by Highland. Siakam's shot is off. Nembhard against Highland. And he banks in the layup. Highland's got the lead up to 9 now for Brooklyn.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Looking to end the run, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Nembhard. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Indiana Pacers. On Thursday, they're off to Washington to take on the Wizards.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
Isaiah Jackson, he's checked in for time. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thank you. Well, the Pacers are moving as one. Coach Rick Carlisle said, the thing I love about this team is that we're a true team. We're a group that needs each other. We work at communication. We're collaborative. We make sure our guys have a voice, and we're all in it together. Back over to you guys.
They win by committee. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And Indiana making a change here. Mathurin's checked in.
It's a luxury to have a guy like Johnson that can bang down low and knock him down at the strike.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Green, no luck. And the foul on Miles Turner. That is his first foul of the game. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Aaron Nesmith. Pacers trail by 11. Here's McConnell. That's tipped, and he gets it back. The shot's good. And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. Cameron Thomas comes in for Gary Trent. Highland passes to Thomas. The Nets working the ball around now. MP to the right. And the dunk by MP.
Attacking with reckless abandon. MP going all out on that drive.
Siakam against Johnson. Now, here's Siakam. Guarded closely. Pass to McConnell. That's a 2 for Mathurin. Rebounded by the Nets. They went to Indiana for their last meeting with the Pacers and came out with a win.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
That was the key factor, and it has to have a carryover effect. You get in a team's head when you cause them to make that many mistakes.
And we hear a lot about 6'11" Nick Claxton's effect on defense. RJ, what's your opinion?
Well, it's not just his rim protection, but he can pop out and affect shots in the mid-range. He guards multiple positions well, and his defensive versatility, oh, that's not easy to come by.
Here's Jackson following the basket by MP. No coverage that time. Siakam's got himself on the board with 3 there. Brooklyn leading by 10. Claxton a screen on McConnell. Takes it inside. Highland's shot is good.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
McConnell passes to Siakam. And Jackson with the basket on the assist from Siakam. Jackson's got 8 points.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Green, no luck. Pacers trail by 10. And Nembhard has it in the corner. And Indiana, another 3.
Terrific find by Mathurin, proving he's more than just a scorer.
And so it's Highland with it. He brings it up for the Nets. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Mathurin against Green. And the rejection by Jackson. To the inside, Mathurin. That's good, and it's McConnell with the assist. McConnell's got 3 assists now in this one. Nets leading by 5. Here's Highland. Down it goes, his 3rd basket. He's now 3 for 4.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Back to Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
And those are 2 loud points. Siakam flushes it without much effort.
Johnson with a screen on McConnell. Here's Highland. Misses in close. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Nets lead by 5. And we'll return shortly.
Hey folks, welcome to the Halftime Show. A lead right now in this one for the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, they're attacking the paint and forcing the issue.
Yeah, those boys are nasty and physical. A couple of times, I thought the defender was going in the rim with the ball.
And now, you know it, you love it. Time to see what fans are saying on social media. Got a question here from Jose and One Hero. Who's the #1 overall pick in the studio show draft?
It's Ernie Bartholomew Johnson. That's the franchise broadcaster right there.
Yeah, I agree. You just put some talent around Ernie and then come back later and you got a championship squad.
Well, look, guys, it takes a team effort, but thank you. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. MP really making a difference here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons. Front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That is so true. Shams, thank you very much for the report. And so in the game for the Pacers, Siakam and Jackson make up the inside pair. Outside, the wings are Nembhard and Mathurin. And it's McConnell in at the point. Now, here's Siakam. 4 on the shot clock. To the paint. Claxton with the steal. MP inside. Defended by Mathurin. Green, no luck.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Siakam passes to Jackson. A rebound by the Nets. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Strong finish inside from MP.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
Jackson setting the pick here for Siakam. Pass to Nembhard. Puts it up from 12, and he hits the jumper for 2. Nembhard's got 10 points.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a wait.
And the rejection by Jackson. Mathurin for 3. That's good. It's McConnell with the assist. McConnell's got his 5th assist in this one. And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Here's our 2K leaderboard with the list of the teams that have been on fire from beyond the arc over the past month. The Pacers in 5th.
And right now, their three-point shooters are in terrific rhythm. I mean, they've put on a display here from long range.
Thomas with the ball, defended by Mathurin. MP left side. Back to Thomas. Claxton a screen on Mathurin. Thomas's shot is off.
And they have been cold coming out of the break, only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
Richard, Cam Thomas has been criticized for his shot selection at times, but the guy can flat out score.
He's a walking bucket, and to his credit, he works on taking these difficult shots because he knows that is a valuable skill in this league.
Here's Green. The Pacers making the shot. Claxton a screen on Mathurin. Green finds Claxton. Good. And that's now 6 points for Nick Claxton.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Outside Jackson. Indiana moving the ball over. Nembhard, the pass to Jackson. No good, shot missing. The Nets with the lead. Here's MP, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Oh, crafty move there from MP to get to the foul line. The young man, fearless inside.
And both free throws good for MP. Pacers trail by 4. Now McConnell. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Inside. Nets have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the 3rd quarter. In the 3rd quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Nembhard. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. McConnell's got 6 assists here tonight.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
Here's Highland. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Trent's checked in for Brooklyn. Aaron Nesmith has checked in for Indiana. And so it's Indiana with it, trailing by 4. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot, guys. Cameron Johnson stays even. He said, I just try to come in and do my job every game, no matter what that looks like. And as somebody who shoots a lot of threes, some days can be better than others. So you just ride the waves while you can and focus on that next play. The next shot and your results, they'll be the results. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie. A nice shot by Nesmith.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Brooklyn with the ball. Johnson with a screen on Nembhard. And then Johnson with the jam.
Really seems like every everyone in the league can elevate these days, and Johnson, well, he's no exception.
Pacers have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Siakam with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Back to Nembhard. Pass to Mathurin. 5 to shoot. Jackson a screen on Thomas. Here's Nesmith. Misses the 3.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Thomas kicks to Trent. Here's Highland. Driving in, and he lays it straight in. Highland's got 10 points.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
And so now a timeout called by Rick Carlisle. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Pascal Siakam.
Yeah, his impact on the glass is drifting downward. You know, sometimes as a player, your focus shifts. You redirect your energy toward other phases of the game. And that could be what's happening here. But obviously, it's a bit of a concern going forward.
Now, here's Nesmith. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. And here's Thomas, who brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. A 2-point game. And they'll get another chance. It's Thomas on the wing. Pass to Wolf. Turner with the screen. Wolf passes to Turner. And another shot. It's Thomas on the wing. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here, and it's in there.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Here's Dennis, defended by Jones. 11 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Murphy to stop the drought. He's off on that one, and we've reached the end of the third. Nets out in front. They're up by 4. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And let's listen to head coach Rick Carlisle review the game plan with his guys.
Come on, we got to have some presence down there. Not just try to outscore them. We got to have them feel us. We got to make it hard on them.
Well, that's a staple of Coach Carlisle's game plan, isn't it? Wanting his guys to play with purpose on the defensive end.
And really, it's what makes him such a great coach. When the defense isn't up to par, he's going to hold his guys accountable.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. They've got Gary Trent, MP out there with Bryant. And there's Miles Turner, and it's Jones in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Now here's Jones. Bryant, a screen on Nembhard. Back to MP. Toppin pulls it in. Indiana's gotten off 12 shots and beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Nets?
I like how they've been attacking the lane. It's been beautiful. All game long, they've been successful penetrating and getting offensive production.
And, you know, another thing that's really been working for them tonight is the mid-range. That they're having no problem finding shots in that area.
Whitehead's checked in for Bryant.
The young buck, MP taking off there.
60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Toppin sets a screen for Nembhard. Turner comes with the double team. Here's Furphy. Rebounded by the Nets. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Jones drives in, and he makes good on the layup.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And Brooklyn making a change here. Claxton's checked in. And a change for the Pacers. Siakam's checked in. And now Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Rick Carlisle as he talked with the team. He said to his players, I believe in you. I know what we have. It was less about X's and O's and more about the team's identity. Guys, they play for one another.
Thank you once again, Allie.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
They recover it. On the wing, MP. Neesmith covering. Green. Book it. MP with a tough shot.
Despite his youth, MP showing grown man strength.
Nembhard with it. Here's the three. No good. Dismiss, number 4 in 10 shots. That's leading by 7. The drive by MP.
And MP is in fuego right now. If I'm on his team, I'm going to keep feeding him and feeding him.
Nembhard against Jones. Pass to Toppin. They need this. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 8 rebounds in this game. It's blocked. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Siakam outside. Yep, that one goes in there.
With a harmonious blend of length and strength, Siakam has become a dependable interior scoring option.
Here's Jones. Pass to Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. McConnell against Jones. Now Siakam. 6 to shoot. A rebound by the Nets. Claxton's got 9 rebounds now tonight. MP outside. Here he goes. Wow, MP dropping the hammer.
And MP is having himself a game, staying aggressive.
It's stolen by Green. Oh, the slam dunk.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
Here's Siakam. No good there. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Oh, MP makes it look easy.
And this is the thing about MP. He has the poise to take high percentage shots.
And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for Indiana. 15-point game. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. So for the Nets, Johnson, he's checked in for Whitehead. Cameron Thomas comes in for Gary Trent. And Bones Island subbed in for Jones. Jackson outside. Outside Mathurin. Jackson a screen on Thomas. Mathurin with the ball. Now Thomas defending.
And nice read from Mathurin. He's always trying to get his teammates going.
The Nets on offense. They're on a 16-4 run.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
A minute 42 left to play here in the fourth. McConnell scanning the floor. Jackson a screen on Thomas. Rising up and ripping down the two-hand jam.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Highland, he finishes with a one-handed dunk.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Nets.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with one game left against this squad.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple in this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking them down.
Thomas pulls it down. No question who's been in control of this game.
Boy, they have really taken charge here. Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Now, here's Siakam. Here's Mathurin. 32 seconds left in the game. Three, good. Brooklyn with the ball. 17 points was their biggest margin. Green outside. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Got it!
Good work by MP. He gets positioning inside and capitalizes.
Siakam against Johnson. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's NBA coverage. And now, our player of the game, MP.